Welcome to another episode of Exploring Waterloo Region with Charlotte. Today I'm exploring some little architectural and neighborhood corners between the University of Waterloo and Laurier. Right now I'm at the entrance just across from the Laurier Library off Albert Street, and we're going to head into a really cute little parkette. I discovered this parkette about a year and a half ago when I was going for a walk after work one day. That day I explored it when it was pretty dark out, and right now it's about 5 p.m., so kind of dusky. Now I can see that since I've last been here, all these little houses have been boarded up, which gives it a very creepy, maybe not creepy, ghost town sort of feeling. Go this way and look into the parkette, or we can go this way and explore a little bit this abandoned section. So I'm going to be a little adventurous and go off the trail down in here. Looks like other people have also done so. Oh, I love these little corners. This would be a great place to come and read my book at lunch. There's a squirrel that I've surprised. Maybe people don't come back here too often. Look at this, all boarded up. We'll go around the front and see if the front's boarded up too, or just the back. Oh, I think we can access the parkette from this angle too. So we'll go through here. Now, coming out now into a parking lot. This is a Laurier parking lot, and you can tell that because it has a parking sign with a red square, which means, I think, parking for students. So this must be potentially a Laurier-owned property. Oh yeah, it's all boarded up. Wow. Maybe there'll be some developments here later. Okay. We're gonna go around, and I'll take you through this little main part of the parkette. Now I know that there was a path here someplace. I really like the feel of it back here. Very close to Main Street, but very quiet. It has a naturalized feeling, but also kind of an abandoned feeling. That one has a light on, even though looks like it's all boarded up. Now, I feel like there used to be a back path here. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, that looks very empty. Don't know if anyone lives there. This is the way we could have come down from the other side. And there is a path here, but you have to get up a huge snow hill to do it. Peeping over. There's this informal path, but you know what? I won't go that way in case people still live there. Very close to their windows. Let's go back around. These beautiful trees. Wow. I hope if they develop this property, then some of these trees can stay. But I hope they don't develop it. I love these little lost spaces. I mean, not lost to everybody. Clearly someone lives here. But it feels so lost, and like we've suddenly completely changed location and we're in a small town, or it has a, I don't know if it's a European feeling. That's complete speculation on my part. I've never been to Europe. These are clearly from the 60s. There's the parkette. Look at that house over there. It kind of has a chalet style almost. It's not a house, it's a complex. In the background on the right there, you can see one of the new development towers. There's lots of them around here. Okay, I really can't get a sense if anybody lives here. Oh, look at this hill. Oh, wow. an incredibly big tree. I wonder what it was like here when this was first built in the 60s or 70s. Did people hang out in this space and play guitar or dance or do cool hippie things? Or was it always always abandoned feeling? I love how, well, not wild, but empty it feels here. And still, quiet, empty of people, and as if nature just sort of having a space to itself unexpectedly. There's another very large development building. I don't know how well you can see it from here, but I think this building has an almost Art Deco feeling to it. And I don't think I would have noticed that until I started studying architectural history. I feel like a lot of these really tall buildings that exist and are getting developed in Waterloo right now look really, really plain and boring to people. But the more I learn about architectural styles, the more I realize how much these buildings have very subtle influences and thoughts and ideas associated with them. Sometimes it's nice to just sit and be quiet. But I think we're actually behind, this is another Laurier residence, but I completely forget what it's called. I like how it has it's drawing on a collegiate style, but so much plainer. There's a cute little courtyard here. So this is the building I was describing as Art Deco. And when I think of it as evoking almost a comic book Art Deco. Looks like it could be in a Batman comic. This building is called The Res on Leicester. Back out on Seagram and walking around to the second set of residences. Back on the side with the Waterloo residences. I love these little low form, I guess walk-ups you might describe them. Now I'm trying to think when these might have been built. I mean, obviously since 1969 or 67 or whenever the university was established. Probably 70s. Kind of look depressing in some ways, but if you're interested in architectural history, then they start looking really cool because they're sort of distinct. I really can't put words to why I think this kind of architecture is distinct or interesting. I suppose because it's just so plain. Units have these cool little courtyards. I haven't been in this one before. That sign says children at play because this either still is or was called the Married Students Apartments at one time in the early days and was designed for families in which one or two of the parents were studying at Waterloo. And it is really set up in a way that children could play in here and feel part of a community. It's a really weird and awesome snowman. North, you can see in the distance that is University we're looking at, almost at the corner of Phillip. I think I have walked through here before. Yeah, oh, the lights are on. There's a little narrow patch of grass and trees. Oh, and a path. Maybe even a road that you can come down from the front. We're not going to go that way because I want to show you one of the other courtyards. The snow is beginning to turn blue. It's the blue hour. This tree is beautiful and so unexpected in this context. It looks like a wild northern group of 7 pine in this sort of slightly sterile modernist environment. What a juxtaposition. Then the path sweeps up the hill, and here we are in the courtyard, another courtyard. I'm only going to show you 2 of the courtyards today, but there's actually quite a few, maybe 3 more. So if you're curious to see them yourself, you can come down here and walk around and look. It goes out to University, and I'm going to follow the other direction to the Ion stop on my way home. Head out through this little maze of breezeway. I guess it's a breezeway. And I'm being cautioned that there is pedestrian traffic. It has the funniest signs in this place. I smell a sort of woman's perfume, and it's mixing with the industrial feeling here to give me a really unique feeling. I can't even really describe it. That's the newest residence, and back through here, more of a 70s feel. Thanks again for joining me for another episode of Exploring Waterloo Region with Charlotte. I hear my train coming, so I'll wish you good evening. This is my view while I wait for the Ion to go home at night. So beautiful, Waterloo Park.